What is good, everybody? It's Elijah here with Davis Swordside, and unfortunately, I think we are in the middle of getting scammed. Ultimately, it's my fault, but let me explain the situation a little bit. So, last week we had a customer call looking for 5 pallets of St. Augustine to get delivered. They said they had to do some prep work and that they'd give us a call back this week and confirm. We get calls like that all the time. Most of the time we don't hear anything back, whatever. They call back this week, say that they want to go through with it, send us the address, and how it works is since the farm does our deliveries for us, we have to get that address confirmed. Well, the farm didn't confirm the address, and I let the customer know that, and they kind of freaked out on me and, said that I shouldn't tell people we can get them the grass and have them rip up their whole yard if we can't do it, which I do understand. But like I said, we get calls like that all the time of people saying that they're doing prep work and that they're going to call us back, and then they never do. So it doesn't make sense for us to confirm these addresses until the customer confirms with us that they want to get the grass. So I'm stressed out about that situation, trying to make that delivery work, talking with the farm, seeing what I can do because the guy's freaking out about having his whole yard ripped up. So we get a call for another 5 pallets of St. Augustine to be delivered to Roswell, which is a little far out from where we usually work. But this time of the year, nobody can find St. Augustine grass. So we usually get calls from all over of people trying to find it. We get that address confirmed immediately. Call the people, they tell me that they're gonna have to call their bank, get the limit taken off so that they can pay us. I'm like, okay, no problem. They call me back. We try the first payment, it gets declined. They're like, okay, give me 1 second. They give me another card, it goes through. Don't think anything of it. Well, afterwards, I just kind of got a little bit of a funny feeling in my stomach and started talking to my mom. And usually we do not take card payments over the phone because they've gotten scammed before out of $5,000 from a stolen credit card and had to pay out of pocket for it. So they caught me at just the right time because I was a little bit stressed out about this other delivery and just wanted to get something put on the truck. But it was like immediately I had a bad feeling about it. So I started reaching out to the customer, asking them if they could call me back and give me some additional information about the delivery, and I haven't heard anything back. So I may give these people a little bit more time to reach out and kind of confirm all their information, maybe send me a picture of their ID and whatnot. But if I don't hear anything from them, I'm gonna call the farm and cancel this order so that we don't get scammed out of $3,000. But other than that, it is another beautiful day out here. We're gonna prep for the truck to come in tomorrow. We got somebody stopping by to get some grass here in a minute. I'm gonna cut some of this down because it's grown up again and maybe move it around so that we're ready to go when the truck gets here tomorrow. Pretty good. It's, I wish it was just a little bit cooler, but how about yourself? It does. Yeah, it kind of works out for our customers too, because most of them will lay out their stuff on Friday, and if it rains on Saturday, it's perfect for them. Oh yeah, he's always been a great guy. I'm not exactly sure. As far as I know, he just does a bunch of like custom slabs and stuff. Yeah, so I did stacks of 8. So you said you need 30, is that right? Or
Yeah, maybe 35.
okay, yeah.
For me, we're gonna have to have some grease proof. This stuff's pretty good in shape, but
Yeah, it does still need some sunlight on it. All right.
okay.
Of course. And is it gonna be a card?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. 1844. Awesome. Stay cool out here today.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You too. All right, just give us a call. Ooh. Customer just picked up some emerald, and we are gonna get back to what we were doing. The reason I'm kind of trying to cut this down is because we had a customer order a pallet and a half of centipede, and normally we would just bring in 2 pallets for them, split it, and keep the rest out here. But we've got probably 3/4 of a pallet of centipede sitting out here, and it's such a specialty type grass that it doesn't make sense for us to keep a whole bunch of it out here because it's probably not going to sell. So just trying to cut it all down, get it all looking nice and even. And then in the morning, we will hand load, about 90 pieces onto a pallet for his half pallet, and then bring in a fresh one for him as well. It's a little later in the day. We got some more of the grass cut, some stuff prepped for the truck to come in tomorrow, which pretty much wraps things up for today here. But we still have not heard from our scammer friends, which makes me pretty certain that this is a scam. So I'm gonna go ahead and call our farm manager, see what he thinks about the situation. We're probably gonna end up canceling that order and not taking any risks. Yeah, they've had plenty of time yesterday evening and this morning to reach back out to me, and haven't. So okay, just got off the phone with our farm manager, and he also thinks that the situation is really sketchy. So we're gonna go ahead and cancel that order. But you guys, let me know what you think. I'll show you some text messages that I sent them. They've had basically 2 days to get back with us at this point. Do you think that they were trying to scam us, or is this just all a big misunderstanding? Let me know. But next time you see me probably won't be until tomorrow when the truck comes. So see you guys then. Good morning. It's Friday, which means we are getting ready to go to the office. The truck should be there. We've got a really busy day ahead. I know I had mentioned that we had that one delivery that the farm did not want to do for us. Luckily, Carlos is going to come and save our butts again. Him and his guys are going to go and hand unload those 5 pallets for us. We're going to pay him, obviously, but so clutch of them to do that because the guy did not seem happy. He was talking about giving us bad reviews and stuff. And so thank you, Carlos. And we got another last minute delivery put on the truck for another 5 pallets to go to Athens. And they called me yesterday saying that they wouldn't mind having some help doing the install. So now Carlos is going to spend the first half of his day doing the delivery for us, and then the second half of his day doing an install. So I'm so glad that that somehow worked out. So yeah, we're getting some gas, gonna head to the office and get the day started. Here's the grass that we got in today. That's some St. Augustine. And then over here we've got some emerald, and then 1 pallet of centipede. And then we've got 5 pallets of St. Augustine currently being delivered out to Athens. We got about an hour until people are gonna start coming to pick up. So I gotta start splitting these pallets in half. I gotta get that half pallet of centipede hand loaded, and then I gotta split 2 of these emerald pallets in half. So, this thing's probably not gonna start right up, but it would be so nice if it did. Let that preheat for a second. Come on. Oh, go grab my butt pad. Cushion's a necessity. Oh. All right. That's a sign of a good day. You guys see that thing hopping across? Is that a mouse? It's like hopping. I don't know. It kind of went over where the snakes are though, so I don't want to mess with it. All right, 78 more to go. Oh, one more stack. Oh, all right. It's a half pallet. Half pallet of centipede, ready to go with that pallet of centipede. Now we'll go split up these emerald pallets. Well, that was sick.
Sometimes it'll crumple up and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, it's not going.
Solid. Oh, there we go. This one's going up there.
Well, needless to say, that did not go as planned. So we're gonna try again. All right, we're gonna try to attack it this way. So if it does fall, hopefully it falls onto the pallet. All right, now I'm getting pissed off because why is it doing that? think not even an hour ago I said that it was going to be a good day. They didn't even give me an hour.
Yeah, I mean, you still need about, at least about 5 hours. But yes. Do we have any extra?
I mean, how much are you looking for?
Pallet.
We don't have it.
Do we have a half pallet?
I mean,
What's that? Somebody already has it?
yes, sir. Pretty much everything out here is already spoken for and paid for. I mean, we could give him our half pallet.
Okay.
So this guy called last week asking for sod, and we told him we'd have to call him back at the beginning of the week and get payment and all that. Tried to contact him for 2 days straight, nothing, doesn't get with us, so we didn't bring in the grass, and now they're here to pick up.
Okay. Would we...
Thank you for calling Davis Ward Sod. How can I help you? Yes, sir. The Bermuda? Yes, sir. We got that. Yeah, so after our whole scam scare, I was not taking any risks. And when I didn't hear back from this guy and didn't get a payment, I took him right off the truck. But he showed up at 8 o'clock ready to get his pallet. It is what it is. We got those pallets split up finally after both of them fell over on me, which has never happened before, so that's awesome. The day is starting out not so good. But that just means it can only get better from here.
Hey there. How are you?
Okay, this morning has been absolutely crazy. The scammers actually called us back this morning, but we've got another customer here, so I'll explain that in a second.
What's he here for? Okay. I was originally found, so told you that. Right here, right here. Yeah, our family's living in these parts. Yeah.
Well, I was going to tell you, I grew up in Louisiana. I was out of the
Okay.
so I live in Cedar Creek. So I was out the last 2 summers for the
I'm around here, so it does, about 2 miles from here, and so it does go in this area, and it's supposed to be a little better, sorry, it's not used to someone who had a hard day. Okay, that sounds good. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, like always, this Friday morning has been crazy. And we got a call. Look, I'm loading up Carlos for him to get ready and go do that delivery for us. And I look at the phone and I'm getting a call from Scammer. And I'm like, oh no, my heart sinks because they're probably wondering where their grass is, which they were, but I told them, I said, I contacted you all week long trying to get in touch with you and you never said anything. So if you guys want that grass, we need a picture of your ID and a picture of the credit card. And the guy was like, okay, hung up. And then another guy called me back who didn't speak much English and was like, the money, Zelle, Cash App. And I'm like, what? Excuse me? And so I asked if he could put somebody else on the line. And then the other guy got back on the phone and said, yeah, he's wondering if you can give him his refund, Zelle or Cash App. Absolutely not. So I'm almost positive this was a scam, but it is kind of sketchy that they still called this morning because it seems like they were still expecting the grass. So when I told them that we could not do a refund through Zelle or Cash App, they started screaming and cussing at me in the background on the phone. So it feels like that is a scam, right? Or is that just an angry homeowner that wants his money back? I don't know. How's it going? You here for Randy, or what are you here for? Okay. Is that gate slide off? Okay. I mean, we got some extenders I can go try to put on and see if I can make it over. Okay. Yeah, that way we're not trying to bend up here. Yeah, that's right. It'll slide it back and it'll come off the thing. Have a good one.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Good. I called you yesterday and talked to you about some zoysia and some Bermuda grass.
Okay.
If
If you want to, you're just getting a few pieces of Bermuda, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll throw his Bermuda in there real quick, and then as soon as he pulls off, you can kind of take his spot and get right here, and I'll load you your emerald from this pallet right here.
Okay.
All right. And how many Bermuda were you?
Howard Avenue. Michael Thomas.
So, of course, my camera dies during the busiest part of the day, but we got rid of most of our grass already. Now it's just a matter of laying out what's here and putting some water on it. And that'll pretty much be it, besides just waiting on anybody else to come and get, yardage, small amounts. My mom ended up giving that guy that ordered from us but didn't get back with us and confirm the order. She ended up giving him like a half pallet of Centipede, basically. And then we're gonna get him another half pallet of Empire next week. I guess he's got 2 different types of grass, so glad we were able to get that figured out. And the scammer has not contacted me again after they cussed me out on the phone. So we just had another bit of a scare. Carlos called saying that he couldn't get in contact with the people he was supposed to go do the install for. I tried to call them, they didn't answer, and my heart started racing a little bit. But they called me back pretty much immediately, said that they had been on a work phone call. Carlos is good to go, get the job started, and I can breathe a little bit. Hopefully nobody else tries to scam us today. I mean, goodness. But this last guy should be here in like an hour or so. He said he was gonna pick up around lunch. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this other grass moved around and put out while we're waiting on him to come. I don't know how this active track thing works on the oh my gosh, on the camera. Will it keep up with me wherever I go? That's kind of creepy, but maybe we can use it to our advantage. I'm gonna move this Centipede over here. Is it getting over there? Oh, yeah, that doesn't work well. Also, we had the guy that came and got the pallet and a half of Centipede. You know, I hand loaded his half pallet thinking that I'd be making it easier on myself when they came, because then I could just load the half pallet into his truck. Well, nobody ever shows up with a big enough trailer. So we got a pallet on and then couldn't get the half pallet. So we ended up having to hand unload the half pallet into the truck anyways. So it's like, that's the worst thing out here, is when you double work yourself. Like, I could have just left it on the ground and we loaded it straight from the ground into his truck. But instead I went from the truck, or from the ground to the pallet, and then from the pallet to the truck, which makes no sense. Look who's sneaking their way in. I'm talking about you.
You think this is like when people, like, when they're unboxing stuff and they're like, you know how people just watch people organizing stuff because of the clicks and the shatters of the doors.
Our call to order, but we just got a truck in this morning. Let me see how much Bermuda we got left. They're the squares. Yes, sir, they're 16 by 24. They cover a little bit over 2.5 square foot per. We just had a guy call for basically a half pallet of Bermuda. We might, I think we got it out here, but I'm gonna have to count some pieces real quick, and we're gonna have to hand load them again. Yay! After doing some counting, we do have enough. So I'm gonna get ready to load 100 more pieces onto a pallet. I lied. I'm not gonna pick those pieces up yet, because the guy said that he's got to talk to his wife and see if they can come today or tomorrow, which could mean anything. So I'm not doing anything extra that I don't need to do. See, I don't know if you guys can see her back there. See, now we've tricked her into doing all the hard stuff. I also realized that I'm gonna have to get some more storage for this camera, because it seems like, especially when I set the camera up and I'm putting out grass for 30 minutes, the storage goes by quick. So it's like I missed most of the pickups today because I've got a bunch of footage of me putting out grass. I think this is the customer coming in right here. Yep.
How many pieces do you have out here? You got, what, 40?
Yes, sir. I mean, we've got as many as you need. I had put 40 on the pallet because I think when we talked, you were, I think it was at 20 and then 30, maybe 40. So I just put 40 to the side just in case.
Okay, cool. I went out and measured it. I think 30 is going to be enough, actually.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's fine. No, you're good right here. I'll bring it to us. Okay. Did you want to try and just load the whole pallet in here, or do you just want to hand load it in there?
If we can get the whole pallet in there, that'd be fine.
Okay.
That'll work.
Yeah, we should be able to.
Yeah, I can get that out of here. That's my trash bucket.
Definitely don't want to mess up your clubs.
Those are my clubs because I'm too short to reach it.
So my camera did indeed run out of storage. So we're on the phone now. Somehow I've managed to miss basically what feels like every single one of the pickups today because of my camera either being dead or not having any storage. So that's sick. But we just got that last guy, what I thought was the last guy, loaded up. And then another one called, who had called early this morning saying he might come and pick up some Bermuda. And I completely forgot about him. So I'm glad he called. He'll be here in about 10 minutes. And then that is going to be it. I'm getting out of here. I don't care. See, this is where communication is key, because I just watched my mom sit here and soak all this grass and waited until she was done to tell her that the people are coming to get it right now. So I think that might be them pulling. Well, the guy pulled into the sawmill. Everybody always pulls into the sawmill. So he's going to be doing a U-E. Yeah, so that last clip where I said that I was leaving was about 3 hours ago. I've been talking to customers for literally 3 hours. The first guy came and we talked for about 30 minutes, got him loaded up. The next guy came for some St. Augustine, he left. And then the last guy, my guy Big Al, I mean, we talked for 2 hours out there. I don't know, my phone died and it was full battery and it died recording us talking. So I don't know how much of that I got. I am now exhausted, ready to eat, ready to do absolutely nothing. I don't know if I'm gonna record any tomorrow. So if not, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.